Hi everybody, welcome to the second part of the Howry Island River Adventure. It was really a great day and I think you'll be impressed with what we find this time. GoPro, so many beautiful rocks. Ooh, there's a pretty one. It's an agate that has a quartz pocket in it, but the quartz is broken off, so it's just all shiny. Since I haven't found a lot of agates, I'm looking at other things right now, and this one is some kind of igneous rock, I would imagine, that's been cemented together, and I think it would be really pretty sliced, so I'm going to take it home. Well, we changed our minds again. It really is just barely up to my knees. The water is moving a little faster than I'm used to, but I have a stick this time so I can catch myself if I start to fall over. And Kava seems pretty confident that we're going to make it okay. Meanwhile, let's take a look at what's underwater. So I don't know if my camera picked this up because I was so busy being excited that I may have not gotten it working properly, but I literally just crossed the water, came up over there, and lying in the mud was this agate. And I came over here and washed it off, and look at this. Look at this. Like, there it was, this huge agate just lying there in the dirt. And all I did was cross a little bit of water. Amazing. This is an interesting piece. I thought initially it was coral, it was buried in the mud, so only these things were showing up, but now I'm not sure what it is, except that it's cool. Look how green that is. That is super pretty. Speaking of green, holy moly, this one looks like green jasper. I'm going to take that one home. This isn't super big, but it's an agate. I was just wishing for a good piece of petrified wood. And while this isn't big, particularly, what an awesome shape. It just feels nice in your hand. It's smooth and pretty. Thank you. I think that this is an agate. My spray bottle is in my backpack. I just am too lazy to get it out, so we're gonna walk down to the river. That doesn't make an awful lot of sense now that I think about it, because one is definitely more work than the other, and that's the one I'm choosing. Oh well, I never claimed that it was logical. Wow. This is a waterline agate, what they call a waterline agate, and you can see that there are different minerals that settled at different times. Oh, that is so beautiful. I'm really, really thrilled about that. See, crossing the water was a good idea. Go. If you are watching this on a TV that does not have a subscribe button, or if you're watching this and you just haven't thought of subscribing yet, please consider doing so. It really helps channels grow, and I would like to have as many of you along with me as possible. Thanks. Here's another one. I'm just gonna have to get that. I'm gonna have to get that squirt bottle out of the back. But this is, when I first looked at it, I thought it was not anything, and in fact it's an agate. I don't know if it has a lot of color in it, like dendrites, but we'll see. Yeah, as I suspected, it's pretty clear. That's part of why it looked so kind of orangey instead of having any of the darkness at all. But I'll take it home anyway. I like the shape of it. So, snorkeling for agates or other rocks is something that I definitely want to do, but the main part of the river, wow, look at how blue that is. But the main part of the river is very, very swift right now, and I definitely wouldn't want to do it. I think that I will definitely wait until the water warms up a little bit, but this wouldn't be a bad place for it. So, just in case you didn't know, going upstream is much harder than going with the current. Important safety tip. And we made it. How do you like that for just a sweet little ending to this adventure? Looks like stars. In addition to subscribing to this channel, I do have a Facebook page. If you look in the description, you'll see the link for the Facebook group called Katie Did Rocks. You should be able to join us there for some great discussions and pictures and that kind of thing. I also, in the description is a link to my Patreon page. So if you feel like financially supporting my adventures, click that link and become a Katie Did patron. And there are 3 different levels of patronage, so y'all get a prize. Anyway, thanks so much for coming along. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I am just kind of giddy with happiness because it's such a beautiful day, and I'm glad I could share it with you. And now for some special bonus footage. Some time ago, I took what I thought was petrified palm and told folks that I was going to put it in vinegar to see what happened. I've since found that it's probably petrified coral, and that would mean that there's a lot of calcite in it. So anyway, this was soaked in vinegar for long enough for the vinegar to disappear, to evaporate, and it formed these marvelous crystals all over the what I'm assuming now is coral. And So we're going to take one of these out. It's very, very fragile. See what has happened to the coral. And you can see that the coral itself is sort of sticking out much more than it was earlier. So the stuff that has crystallized here is the stuff that's holding it together. And oh, the crystals are all falling off. See, there's one big crystal in here. Think I can get it out? I bet not. Oh, wait. Oh, it looks like cauliflower. Isn't that interesting? Anyway, my next plan is to take this and put more vinegar in it and just keep doing it until it doesn't make crystals anymore and see what happens. Here's the other one. Oh, that's such a lovely flower-like crystal. Look how pretty that is. It's completely fragile, like there's no way of saving it, but it sure is pretty. And here's the other one. See, now this one has different reaction than the first one does. It has different, see how this one is completely dotty and this other one is holy. So I wonder if one of them is coral and one of them is pulp. Interesting. Stay tuned for more science and rocks. This is Kate from Katie Did. Keep on doing.